How the hell do I open this? How the fuck? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. All right. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a fan-fucking-tastic day today. I'm chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. It's a pretty good day for me. It's a pretty good day, all things considered. Though I do have some serious things to talk about with you people. And that I do. Nice to see you guys pouring in here. Hope you guys are having a fan-fucking-tastic one. I already see some beautiful people in the chat. What's up, Seth? What's up, Mud? What's up, Mango? I see there's some other of you chilling out here. Say hello if you're here. And, if you end up liking this shit, share it around, drop a like, all that good shit. You guys know what to do. But without further ado, I feel like we should get into the subject matter. I don't even know really where to begin with this stuff. But as you guys know, I have been beefing with an anarcho-capitalist YouTuber known as Mr. Dapperton. Someone who is way more subscribers than I do, but not that many more viewers at the end of the day. So I kind of wanted to talk about just a lot of misconceptions that I've seen with Mr. Dapperton here. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the ridiculous arguments that Mr. Dapperton has sent my way. And I just want to clarify a bunch of fucking shit that apparently needs to be clarified that I thought I was pretty clear about in the podcast we recently did. But nonetheless, it has to actually be pointed out. Also, I will be opening this up at some point. Probably when I actually get into the video portion, which will only take like a little bit of time, maybe like 10 minutes or so. I know Mango is present. We'll probably have Mango on here. I just want to clarify the shit really early on, so I make sure that I get all my thoughts out there as quickly as possible. So the first thing I want to talk about is that there was actually a comment left on one of our videos recently, our latest episode of Underhaven. And of course, we pissed off Mr. Dapperton because he was one of the segments on there, and he basically just proved right everything that we are trying to say on there. But let's take a look at what he actually had to say, and we'll draw some conclusions with you guys. With you guys, I don't know. I can't speak worth of shit right now. I apologize. Do you think Mr. Dapperton will block me if I call him Mr. Derperton? Well, no, probably not. I don't know if he's that sensitive. Let's be honest. I don't think he's that fucking sensitive. But Von Helton did block me on Twitter for calling him Von Hecton once. So I feel like you're doing something very similar, but I don't know. I doubt fucking Mr. Dapperton's as simple as sensitive as Von, I should say. So anyway, Mr. Dapperton said this comment. There we go. That's about the middle. That's about as big as. All right, I feel like you guys can see that shit now. So Mr. Dapperton said this, and I'll provide the context after I read it, but he says right here, taking credit for the damage caused by someone threatening to behead your child is criminally horrible, and you just defended it. Wow. So at no point, Mango was there. Multiple people who are in the audience right now were either in the audience or on panel. They can speak to it. None of us fucking endorsed that. Not once during this show did we say that shit was okay. In fact, I went out of my way. I went out of my goddamn way to make it clear that I don't support that shit. I don't support reaching out to people in their personal lives and trying to fuck with them, especially if they're fucking parents. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad enough to be fucking with a grown-ass adult, but to fuck with a family is terrible. And I feel like I made that pretty damn fucking clear. I feel like I made that as clear as possible. And all this was me trying to clarify the whole situation, as I tend to do. I talked about how, Swag to have this conception that Mr. Dapperton might have taken a break from YouTube because of his trolling on the show. And I explained how that's like a fair enough deduction to make from Swagta's perspective. But then I admitted that Mr. Dapperton has in the past, we never saw this on our show, so we didn't have the context. I'm sure Swag didn't see the fucking video. But Mr. Dapperton has put out videos in the past where he's talked about dealing with this type of shit, about dealing with doxing, about dealing with this type of harassment that he gets online, and that's not okay. Under any circumstances, that's not okay. I don't give a shit how batshit his political ideas are, and they are batshit insane. But you don't do that type of shit to somebody. And I feel like most people in the audience know this. I feel like most people who watch the main show know this shit. You guys are not fucking stupid. But it doesn't hurt to clarify, you guys, every once in a while where I stand. It doesn't. And I feel like I made that crystal clear for a reason, because I didn't want to get any straw men from Mr. Dapperton, for one. And also, it's genuinely a serious issue. And, it should be talked about. Like, doxing is something that's kind of just accepted in a lot of corners of the internet. Luckily, not around here. That's why I chill around here. with this like whole, I guess, sphere of like YouTube. We got some chill people here with a decent sense of morality. And even though we make fun of fucking terrible people, a lot of the time I don't see much malicious, way too far shit going on. And that's the thing. Mr. Dapperton has never provided any evidence of anyone from my community or any of these adjacent communities giving any shit for this. The people who are doing this shit are probably crazy ass far left radicals, or they could even be on the fucking far right. Because as we know, Mr. Dapperton dunks on fucking Nazis in his intro all the time. So you don't think that there's a chance that some extremists could come out and try and do this shit to you? That's probably who's targeting you at this point. It's probably a bunch of fucking political extremists who are trying to like pin shit on you because you have extremist political ideas. And I think that's wrong. I clarified that I think that's wrong. I made it crystal fucking clear that I think that's wrong. And you're still trying to say this shit in my comment section. That's why I made this stream. That's why I want to talk about this, because this is way more than I could possibly reply to you in just one like Discord message or even like an entire paragraph, because you're not going to fucking read it. I know that you aren't going to fucking read that shit, because all the shit that I have to tell you, it will not be conveyed in a simple fucking message. It just won't. It won't. But yeah, no, I didn't. At no point did I say this was okay. Swegta was not taking credit for this. I feel like that's an important thing to clarify too. Swegta did not know that this shit was happening. All Swegta saw, and this was years ago that this happened, all Swegta saw was almost immediately after we did our fucking segment riffing on you. You went to the comment section, you whined and cried. I believe I even tried to talk to you back then and try to have like a conversation with you. I invited you on the show to like hash out our differences. You didn't want any of that. I feel like a lot of the time, Mr. Dapperton, you just have like this one-sided desire to argue with people, but whenever anyone like argues back, you're not willing to engage with it, which is just sad, pathetic. You should be able to go out there and put your ideas on the line in real fucking time. I've never been afraid to do that shit, at least on something that I'm very confident about. And you seem to be very confident about anarcho-capitalism being the right way because you make it your entire goddamn personality on YouTube. I'm starting to see you get away from that, which is good to see. I like when you make other content other than just ANCAP shit, because it makes you look a lot smarter when you talk about other shit. But look, at the end of the day, the reason why I wanted to bring this comment up and talk about it before we get into the video at hand is because I feel like you are always, almost always consistently trying to go in with a bad perspective on me, trying to give me not the benefit of the doubt, but try to look at me from the worst perspective possible. You think that I'm someone who will endorse this type of crazy fucking bullshit when I've shown no signs, and I've done the exact opposite. If you came out of this fucking video that I did, this most recent podcast that we did, thinking this, then you either didn't watch it or you went in wanting to think something and then you came out, basically thinking what you wanted to think because that's what you went in wanting to think. You know what I mean? You wanted to look for something to make me look bad in here. When you couldn't find any of it, you just had to make shit up. And that's what this is. This is fucking completely fabricated bullshit. You know this isn't true. And if you had a problem with it, you could have told me in DMs. I could have addressed it to you in DMs. But you decided to make a fucking public comment on the podcast that we did. So of course I'm going to address this publicly. Some people will give a shit. Some people won't. Who cares? At the end of the day, I just want to put this out there for those who are curious. And most importantly, to address this to Mr. Dapperton. Because this is just not something I'm okay with. This is not something I ever want there to be a misconception that I am okay with. And go fuck yourself for even trying to imply that I am okay with it. In the future, how about you fucking reach out to me personally if you think there's an issue? I've been nothing but civil with you. I've been nothing but civil with you. More civil than you deserve. I've been more civil with Dave than he deserves. That's kind of an issue that I have, isn't it, everybody? Like, I am consistently too charitable to these people, and sometimes it bites me in the ass because I end up with a fucking massive headache like this. Oh, man. The Von Hechton thing was your inspiration? Well, I'm very glad to hear that. It's an inspiring moment in Von Hechton history, I'll have you know. Not as funny as when he needed my help to ban me, though. That was pretty fucking great. What's up, Bill Portley? As simple and sensitive as Vaughn. Yeah, I feel like this is a very simple situation if you actually listen to the segment. Like, anyone who's in the audience right now, afterwards you can go check out the segment. I always timestamp that shit so it's easy to rewatch. But yeah, I feel like this is really simple, clear cut. Like, if you actually see the segment, you'll know my real thoughts. And I do think that that Swegta had like a misconception on the situation. I think I even pointed that out, but I don't think there was anything malicious to it. So I didn't call him out on it. I was just like, yeah, like I can see why Swegta would think this way because you totally fucking bitched out as soon as we did that segment. Like, yeah, sure, maybe it didn't push it to actually leave YouTube, but it sure did fucking piss you off, that's for sure. And I don't need to fucking prove that because you can just look in the fucking comment section on that video that we did. Swegta destroys Mr. Dapperton, and you can see how much fucking Mr. Dapperton bitched out. He bitches out every single time that we fucking talk about him on the show. He's never willing to come in here. He doesn't even have to do it live with his fucking voice if he doesn't want to. He just come in here into the comment section and talk with me for a bit. I'll reply to what he has to say. You know, I'll give it my honest fucking thoughts. Jesus fucking Christ. So anyway, let me just show you this for full context so you guys can see. But here it is. Here it is. Here's the comment that Mr. Dapperton's. I already read it out for you guys, so you guys know what it's saying. But here you go. Once again, for anyone who hasn't seen it, this is on the latest episode of Underhaven. What's he think we're taking? He thinks I'm taking credit for the people who are threatening to behead his child and like harassing him online. That's what he thinks. Well, no, technically not me. He thinks Swegta's taking credit for that, but he also thinks that I am Swegta, which we talked about on Underhaven. He thinks I'm Swegta because Swegta made a comment talking about how he previously did a podcast. He made that clear, by the way. He said he previously did a podcast where he talked about Mr. Dapperton and, riffed on him a bit. And then he linked Underhaven. And now Mr. Dapperton, after that, thinks that I'm Swegta. He couldn't be bothered to actually go to Swegta's channel, take the one goddamn second that it would see to be like, okay, these people have different accents. They have different, perspectives and shit like that. We're different people. Me and Swegta are not the same people. I love Swegta. It's been great talking to him again. Honestly, I gotta thank you, Mr. Dapperton, because I got back into contact with Sweg for the first time in a long time. We had a great conversation. It was really nice talking to Swegta. He's one of my inspirations when it comes to YouTube. It's always a pleasure to talk to Sweg. I'm glad he's doing better now. I really am. He's a good dude. But yeah, thanks to Mr. Dapperton, I actually reconnected with my previous co-host, so I haven't talked to him in a long time because I didn't want to bother him. He was going through so much shit in life that I want to give him space, you know. But thanks to Mr. Dapperton stirring up shit. Thanks to Mr. Dapperton stirring up shit, I got to talk to Sweg again. So it's not all bad. So thank you for being a dumbass, Mr. Dapperton. Thanks for making a fool of yourself in front of TJ. It really did help out with the whole Underhaven situation because I missed old Sweg. I really did. I missed old Sweg. And maybe eventually I'll ask Sweg to back on here when he gets back into making content for his own YouTube channel. I don't want to bother him until he's back to doing YouTube, but when he gets back to doing it, maybe I'll ask old Sweg if he wants to come on Underhaven for good old times. What's up, Miss Galactic Unicorn? I've been watching your stuff, and you seem like a really cool... Oh, my God, that's so sweet. That's so fucking sweet. Oh, man, that's more sweet than I deserve. Thank you very much, Miss Galactic Unicorn. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Really appreciate that. Mr. Fabric. I don't know why that makes me laugh every time. What's up, Ben Bennett from Kentucky? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we got Swagta. Swegta really fucking pisses off Mr. Dapperton. Also, I think he's been fucking with War Corpse lately. Let me see if I can grab that. Yeah. I think Sweg's been fucking a little bit with War Corpse. Let's see. I swear maybe it's somewhere else. I might have to look for that later, but yeah, no, I fucking swear. There's been some fuckery about. Yeah, I think it's on this. All right, fuck it. Honestly, this is worth the brief aside. This is very much worth the brief aside because let's see, a Dave's cooking show. We'll get into the actual Mr. Dapperton video after this. I'm pretty much done talking about that comment that Mr. Dapperton left. All right, but first of all, let me show you guys something really disgusting. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm showing this. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Isn't War Corpse that War Corpse guy, the dude with the beard and long hair who's like, the Clock Kato? What? Jesus Christ. I don't know about that. Yeah, no, he's the clock guy. We'll leave it at that. He's the clock guy. All right, so yeah. So look at this. Look at this. What's this? Meatball crackers? What the fuck are meatball crackers? Like, really? Like, I don't want to know what this is, but this is the video. Old Dr. Swegman commented. There he is. He's like, this is no longer food, Dave. Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, this one. Wait, what? Wait, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. Yeah, it dropped 18 hours ago, but Widow's son commented while it was still like pre-premiere. Okay. I was confused. I was like, how the fuck did this happen? I was like, what? I don't know if I want to watch the fucking Meatball crackers with you guys. I really don't know if I want to actually watch this. I think I'll leave this to the fucking actual Jakes of the world. Oh, Jesus fucking. All right, well, let's see the end result.
Half an ounce ball. Make sure it's covered. By the way,
you're dropping fucking shredded cheese on there. I hope that I hope that was at least fucking, shredded with a fucking shredder. I hope that's not out of the bag. Otherwise, ugh. Also, wait, you're just dropping it on the fucking Triscuit? I thought you were gonna wait a minute. I thought you were gonna make the meatballs first, and then put it in between the Triscuits. Like that still would have been gross, right? But I don't know. Something about this is just gross. This is nasty. Jesus fuck. All right, we'll leave the rest of this to Mango because apparently she has it fucking pulled for the special brunch edition. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, I do want to see the money shot though. Let's see what he has to say here at the end.
Sauce. So that's meatball crackers done, and this kicks off my Christmas spectacular. 25 days, 24 days of one video a day.
This is how you're fucking kicking off the 24 days? Are you goddamn serious? Dude, this is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen you make. All right, fellas.
And then we finish off with the Christmas Day kind of marathon.
All right, you know what? I gotta be honest. I was looking actually, you know what? I'm not gonna have any shame in how I phrase this. I was taking a good look at Dave's balls there, and I realized something. They're some of the most unappealing looking balls of meat I've ever seen in my entire life. Was I talking about Dave's meatballs or his testicles? That's for you guys to fucking decide. Anyway, let's move on to that Mr. Dapperton shit. I was originally going to make a commentary video on this. I still might eventually. We'll fucking see. But I probably will just leave it to this. Because Mr. Dapperton said that he was past doing these types of videos. I'll give some explanation as we dive into it. First of all, damn it, I lost my link. All right. It's real easy. I'll just look up Mr. Dapperton on a Hayven. Should be the first result. And there we go. So Mr. Dapperton, we had a good, productive conversation for quite a while. For like a good few weeks. I guess it seems to be changing now, but for a good few weeks there, me and Mr. Dapperton were on pretty good terms. We're like sharing memes with each other and shit. I really did get to see a positive side of Mr. Dapperton that I didn't ever expect to see, and I liked it. It goes to show that he was a person outside of his dumbass political takes. I liked that. But he told me because we were starting to get along. At least I believe that was the reason why. He never really, I don't think he ever actually gave an exact reason, but he said that he was going to take down this video because he didn't stand by it anymore. Probably because, we were getting along more. And we bickered like a little bit. I think I just reviewed like one of his videos on Underhaven. I was pretty charitable about it. And as soon as I fucking talked about him on Underhaven, even going out of my way to be nice and charitable and only just shit on his political ideas, not him as a person, which he takes as personal for some reason. I never understand that shit. But that aside, yeah, I was very nice and charitable to the guy. And this is what fucking resulted. He actually privated the video originally, and then he unprivated it as soon as I fucking started talking a little bit of shit on him. Now he hates me. Again, and he unprivated the video, and now it's back here. This video that he allegedly didn't even stand by. This video, which got a pathetic amount of fucking views for the size of this channel. I have gotten more videos. Jesus Christ, that sounded ridiculous. I have gotten more views doing similar fucking styles of videos to this, and I don't have 100,000 subscribers. In fact, I've got about 1/100th of the fucking viewers that Mr. Dapperton does. So the fact that he's actually coming after me of all people is weird to begin with. And he even pointed that out when I talked to him about it. He was like, yeah, it's pretty fucking weird that I just responded to every single thing back then. And I agree. Like, you shouldn't base someone's argumentation and your willingness to respond to them based on the size of their channel, but when there's this much of a fucking disparity, I'm very much lucky honestly, that Mr. Dapperton doesn't have any viewers, because if this happened with someone who actually had like this many subscribers, I'm not saying he like botted for them or anything. It's just like over time they've lost interest because he uploads weird fucking shit like that has nothing to do with the main fucking part of his channel. He does all these like little meme videos, which look, personally, some of them are funny. Some of them are you know, because they're just better than the fucking content he does generally. But, you know, some of them are funny, some of them aren't. But this is not going to help with, like, growing your channel. Doing these memes and shit, this should be on, like, Mr. Dapperton 2 or something. Because otherwise, you're literally killing your channel by doing this shit. Like, there's a reason for this disparity between, like, 100,000 views and, like, 100 and, like, 1,000 views on some videos. Like, there's a reason for this disparity. And look, you're still doing fucking better than I am. I gotta admit that. But you've also been at this shit for a long-ass time. You've been at this shit for a long-ass time. Probably taking it more seriously than I do as well. And at the end of the... How long have you actually been doing... Jesus Christ. I doubt you've actually been doing this shit since 2009. Let's see. Oh, man. I want to see his oldest video. Is there any Anarchy Ball... Oh, there is! Oh, man. Anarchy Ball content. He was still fucking talking about TJ back then. Jesus fucking Christ. Pokemon Glow will kill black people? Alright, that's a loaded topic. Oh my god. Yeah, back when he was Anarchy Ball. And back when bread was a nickel, eh? Back when bread was a goddamn nickel. Alright, I'm gonna invite Mango in here. I'm gonna invite Mango in here. And we'll dive into this. And this will be the main topic for the...
Trying to do here.
Because I feel like I've talked about everything. I feel like I've clarified everything that I need to do about, like, that comment that Mr. Dapperton left. I don't really feel like there's anything else to say. So, yeah, I'm pretty much done with that.
Here.
We'll talk about this video that he decided was important enough to bring back. Let me drop this in the stream chat for old Mango to join if she wants to. But yeah, there was a reason why he decided to unprivate this. Clearly, he does stand by this, even though he said he didn't, and then he proceeded to not only a couple fucking weeks later bring it back. So either he always thought this was a good video and he was just trying to save face when he was talking to me in private. By the way, I never asked him to take down this video. In fact, when he talked to me about it, I was just like, you could just keep it up. Like, if people have any misconceptions about me, then I'll just address it. As I always tend to do. That's kind of my thing. If you have problems with me, just fucking ask me about it. I'll talk to you about it. I'll address it the best I fucking can. If you think I'm two-faced or some shit, come fucking talk to me. Maybe you'll find them a little bit more tolerable than you think, or less. And then, in that case, then, I don't know. We can just part our separate ways, or we can fucking beef like Mr. Dapperton and I apparently do. It's been a really weird back and forth. At the end of the day, I feel like Mr. Dapperton, I feel like you're pissed off because I didn't defend you enough from Swagta. I feel like we have another, like, Lord of Patriarchy situation here where you're just mad that I did not fucking defend your fucking bullshit. And I'm not going to defend you, especially like when I'm doing my podcast with my friends and they want to get their 2 cents in about what you have to say. I'm not going to just talk over them and, you know, prevent them from giving their 2 cents. I might have a less extreme view on Dave and Mr. Dapperton than some people do, but, like, that doesn't mean that's the only point of view that's allowed in my show. And you're just going to have to fucking suck it up and deal with it. There's people on my show who have different points of view than me, and I'm going to allow them to speak their piece. Anyway, speaking of that, what's up, Manga? Glad to have you here.
Good to be here.
Very happy to have you here. Let's dive into this Mr. Dapperton shit. This is almost like 40 minutes. I'm not sure if we'll get into the whole thing, but yeah, I mean, we've gotten through morning coffees before. We'll probably get through this shit, let's be honest. But yeah, this is I feel like this is a very disingenuous video. Even Mr. Dapperton admitted it was a bad video, so let's just see how bad it is. Let's take a good fat look at it. The only thing I know about Mr. Dapperton is he did a great video. Wait, really? Really? Wait.
Did he really?
I'm looking. I'm gonna check his channel real fast. I'm not sure if I can look. I'm not sure if I can find it just by looking up Corky. Yeah, it has like an actual.
No.
Oh my god!
There it is.
There it is. Holy shit! 1 hour. All right. You know what? Maybe I'll actually watch this with an open mind. Maybe I'll actually watch this with an open mind because it's not him talking about just dumb politics. So maybe I'll talk about it. All right, maybe we'll watch it sometime, but not for now. I'm vastly egotistical, so this is all about me and Mr. Dapperton's beef with me. All right, let's take a look. All right.
If you're wondering what this video is about, it's me basically defending libertarianism and anarcho-capitalism, which happens later in the video. But at first, I just prove that this person's two-faced, and I bring the evidence. So enjoy.
I gotta be honest, I don't like this as much as the fucking other one. You know, the edgy
It's
one.
the baby.
What's up, Skeptical Jesus? Hey, nice to see you around these parts. Fucking nice to see you here. I don't think I've seen you in a while. Nice to see you, Skeptical Jesus. But yeah, he's hitching his cock on Alfred Hitchcock. I've probably made that joke a million times, by the way, but
It doesn't. It fits though. Like
it really does. It really does. I'll give him that. That is a little bit artistic.
A while ago,
What was with that awkward fucking moment at the end there? Was I just supposed to sit on the fact that I just saw Mr. Dapperton? Man, I really gotta soak that shit in, I guess.
no, I guess so.
there was this person named Anna Hayven. Anna Hayven was with the Drunken Peasants at one point, and this is where I contacted them in the past. They were very nice to me. We were on good terms and all that kind of stuff. Then as soon as they made a podcast, they started talking hot garbage about me, not to my face, but behind my back on live stream.
That's not behind your face. That's in public. God damn it! I'm sorry to
behind
shout
your
immediately. That's not. That's not. Oh man, it's behind the mask with Mr. Dapperton. But yes, no, I was not talking behind your face. Okay, I was not talking behind your face. I was talking right in front of your goddamn face. I put your name in the title every time we talked about you. I put your name in the title, so you can easily, you know what that means? You can easily look up your name on YouTube, go to most recent uploads, and you can see anyone who's ever replied to you, and within a recent time frame. It's real easy. I never make it fucking secretive that I'm talking about someone on the show. If it's not in the title, it's because I probably couldn't fit it there, so it's probably in the description, which means you can still look it up on like YouTube and find it. So yeah, I was not trying to keep this fucking private. This was never something I was trying to keep, away from you. I'm doing the same thing that fucking people like TJ have done, where I'm replying to the shit you talk about. Why is this any different because we've had conversations in the past before? Also, I find it fucking hilarious that the first thing that comes out of his mouth relating to me is that I was involved in the Drunken Peasants. That was quite a long time ago. Almost half a fucking decade now. That show's almost been going for a goddamn decade. Jesus Christ, that's insane. We had an argument once when he was Anarchy Ball, and he lost. And later, when he changed his name to Dapperton, he denied it was him. But I later found out it was him. Yeah, he was probably trying to like hide behind the fact that there's been multiple Anarchy Balls before. Like, there's been at least 3 separate people that I know of who are identified as Anarchy Ball. They've all been from like different parts of the world and shit like that. Yeah, he was probably trying to use that as an excuse to like, oh no, that wasn't me. That was the other Anarchy Ball. And I totally believe you, Skeptical Jesus, because he argues with every little fucking person who disagrees with him. And he's admitted that himself. I'm not going to show fucking screenshots because that's shitty, but I've talked to him before, and he's admitted, like, yeah, there was a time period where I was just arguing with every little fucking person over. And I don't have any problem, like, talking about that, because that was a very rare moment of Matt Dapperton having, like, self-reflection, being able to, like, realize, okay, maybe there was a time where I was not making the best content. And then immediately he fucking comes back and unprivates this video. I was talking in his skull. Yeah, I'm living rent-free in his head, I guess.
Oh yeah, you were, talking behind his face.
Behind his face. Jesus Christ. That's within the first minute, too, by the way. Like, he didn't catch that shit? Really? Come on, dude.
Lots of personal attacks, nasty stuff. I asked why they were so two-faced, and they apologized and said, oh, I don't mean to make personal attacks. Then they did another podcast and made personal attacks.
I mean, I feel like I've gotten a lot better at doing that less and less often. I try to make hyperbolic statements only for the sake of comedy, and I try to intersplice that with a bunch of actual, like, criticisms. I feel like I've gotten better at that. I feel like the current cast is better at actually attacking the substance and not going after people on an individual level. I feel like the show's gotten really good at that. But sure, during the era where I was doing it with Swag Tenaria, sometimes we'd go a little bit over the line. I will totally admit that shit. But not many of Mr. Dapperton's examples here seem to be actual examples of us doing that.
They literally end up making 5 videos on me, all personal attacks. And while they're doing this, be nice to me in DMs. Then wonder why I call them Two-Face and block them. And that's what this video proves. I go through all of her videos in this video and show how toxic she's been. Not just that, debunk some of the stuff they say about anarcho-capitalism as well.
I don't know how else to fucking put it. Mr. Dapperton. Oh, by the way, I want to clarify something. Throughout this entire video, and I don't have any issue with this. Before Mr. Dapperton gets to fucking clacking his keyboard, I don't have any issue with this by circumstance. But Mr. Dapperton really inconsistently refers to me by like a number of pronouns in this video. I don't give a shit because all pronouns are fine with me. You can use she, they, any, all that shit. You can use whatever the fuck feels natural to you. That's kind of the point. But like, I fucking doubt that he actually knows that. I think that he's either just being lazy during some of these takes, or he's only like half the time willing to fucking respect me. Kind of like how Dave is. Sometimes he'll use female pronouns, thinking that's the only thing I accept, and then he'll fucking whip out the male ones when he's trying to be a dickhead. Doesn't bother me, but it would bother someone who is like, who identifies differently than me. So you're just making yourself look like a dickhead while not hurting my feelings. Like, yeah.
Like, especially when it comes to Dave, look at how he treats Phoenix.
Horrible. Way worse than me.
Yeah. Nothing but female pronouns, even though he is well aware of the fact that they don't use female pronouns.
Want to know why, though? Because they're more left-wing than me. They're more aggressive with Dave than I am, especially on like political shit. Understandably so. I get like Dave shit can really fucking be annoying. So I get it. Like, that everyone has their own tactics. But yeah, it's the fact that they are like more of a political radical than me in a lot of ways. That's all it fucking boils down to, is like Dave doesn't like that, so he's not going to give them the basic human respect that'll try and give someone like me about half the time. When he's sober, he'll refer to me with female pronouns. When he's drunk, he refers to me with male pronouns. So that's how I know that he's not actually like trying to honor my any all thing. He's just trying to be a dickhead and failing to do so. It's like when he called me a fucking ladyboy. It's like, I don't give a shit about that. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. You can call me literally every slur for trans people in the book. I don't give a shit. It's not something that bothers me. That is probably because I don't suffer from gender dysphoria or any of that type of shit. So, it's kind of a unique case. But yeah, if you do that to any actual fucking, people who are offended by that shit, rightfully so, I understand why they would be, then I'm gonna come and fucking kick your ass. Like, I don't give a shit when he does that to me, but when he does that to Phoenix, it generally pisses me off because like Phoenix is not asking for a lot. It's not like Phoenix has fucking neo pronouns, which is going to be difficult for someone like Dave to wrap his head around. All they are asking for you is to use pronouns that are already in your fucking vocabulary. Anyway, I don't want to go off the weeds about Dave for too long. But yeah, I hate how he fucking treats trans people. He only treats them decently when he thinks that they have some form of value to him, which is just sick and disgusting. I'm going to have to clarify to him at some point just how fucked up that is, because I haven't really gone into him about trans rights at any point, because honestly, it's not a conversation I want to have with him. But I think it's about time that I fucking hold him accountable for that shit, because I'm tired of seeing him fucking shit on Phoenix nonstop. It's not fair to them. Basically broke up with me.
I don't even know you that well. I'm just saying that you're Two-Faced. And I wanted to give you a reason why I was blocking you.
I got this absolutely fucking massive wall of text. And it took me like 3 days to be willing to actually read through the entire fucking thing. But I did read through it because, I figure I should actually read through it before I talk about it live on air.
Because I wanted to give you an accurate description of why I was...
Look at that! Look at that!
What the fuck?
I was not even exaggerating. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. It's not even separated into paragraphs.
That's just... what? How does he expect you to sit down and read all of that at once and then, like... fully comprehend it without having to read it through multiple goddamn fucking times?
Jeez, oh my god. Shit. I was not even lying. Like, all right, sometimes people exaggerate and they'll lie a little bit and they'll be like, they'll get sent like 3 paragraphs decently structured and be like, this is a wall of text. And admittedly, yeah, it still can be if it's well structured. This is a literal wall of text. There's a literal wall of text. You can tell that he was writing this shit like as he thought it. He didn't actually think about what he's gonna like say before writing it. He just went off on his head and fucking wrote this shit all off the dome. That's why there's so many fucking question marks and shit like that. He was writing this as he was pissed off at me. And he didn't put any effort in actually like trying to structure it properly. So no, this is not you trying to just get out everything that you have on your mind. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like one thing in the middle that's just like apparently not with multiple question marks behind it. It's like, dude, what?
Yeah, no, I've been very charitable to him. You know, look, Swegta during that segment, that first segment that we did on Mr. Dapperton, the legendary one that everyone always talks about, Swegta went a little bit too far. He admits that shit. He talked about it in that comment he left on TJ's video. Swegta went a little bit too far. Although he didn't go too far in everything that he goddamn said. A lot of his criticisms of Mr. Dapperton were on point. I think Swegta just regrets calling him fat and shit. And look, none of us are defending that shit. We don't do that shit on the show anymore. But the fact that you made a 40-minute video and like the fact that we insulted your physical appearance was just like one point that you made and quickly went over goes to show to me that you probably didn't even care about that shit. The thing that really offended you was we insulted your political ideology, which should be like, I don't give a shit if that offends you, honestly. I'm not going to fucking coddle your political ideology. Just because I like someone does not mean that I'm going to be okay or support their politics.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys can check out these links, Small Human is could use some help because Mango could use some post-seizure supplies, important shit, as always. We don't ask you guys to help out if you can't. But if you can, then you guys know what to do. Be much appreciated. What's up, Fit? Hope you're doing well, Fit.
Yes, we're reading novels today, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not. Look, I already read this shit once. I'm not reading it here again. Like, we're not reading this shit.
Blocking you. That's why it was so long. I didn't want you talking shit on live stream again, but that's exactly what you end up doing anyways. But that took you 3 days to read? Like a what? Is it like a paragraph per day? Jesus Christ, are you not like a reader or something?
Oh my god. Look, I know that's just supposed to be like an easy jab, but no, like the point I was trying to make was I saw this massive wall of text. At no point for 3 days was I willing to actually engage with it and read this entire thing. I had better fucking shit to do with my time. But eventually, yeah, I fucking swallowed it. Actually, I never phrase it like that again. I eventually I fucking took this fucking, this wall of text and I actually did digest it when I was willing to do so. It's not because it took me 3 goddamn days to actually read it. It's because it took me 3 goddamn days to sum up the willpower to actually read something that's this poorly put together. At this point, I would have preferred that you just made another video, honestly. I read through the entire fucking thing. And I mean, I guess I could read it here and kind of like go over it with you guys.
Yeah, it wouldn't take that long because it's not that long of a message. At least not as long as you describe.
Look, you showed it on screen. Oh my god. Like, he can't even deny it. He showed it on screen. That's long as dick. Come on, brother. Fucking hell. Have a good night shift, Fit. Hope it goes well and smooth for you. Also, I see you guys are hanging out, chilling, relaxing, maxing, relax. I don't care. You know what the Fresh Prince says. Drop a like if you guys like this shit. It goes a long way. You guys have been really good about
maxing, relaxing, all cool.
Shooting some b-ball outside the school. Outside the school. Yeah. Upside.
Upside. You're gonna do it upside behind their face. It's okay.
Yeah, behind their face. Yeah. Oh man. Mr. Dapperton should debate Lord Tapperton, aka anarcho-primitivist man. I didn't know that there was like another like Mr. Dapperton. You know what I do want to see? I want to see like an anarcho-communist Mr. Dapperton. I want to see what that would be like. This might not be the biggest fucking stream in the world. I'm okay with that. I understand that. Only certain people might be interested in my beef with Lucas Werner and Mr. Dapperton. But Jesus Christ, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Not the Wern.
Yeah, Lucas Werner, there was a time where he was going to do an Underhaven interview with me.
He should have. Like, it would have been interesting to hear you ask about the Gen Z honeys he wants.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask about his, like, telomeres and shit like that. But, you'll never guess what happened with Lucas Werner around this time period. Like, you'll never fucking guess what happened.
Did he finally go back on his meds around that time?
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe. But, I hope so. Hopefully, yeah, because this is around the time I stopped hearing about him, so that's possible. But yeah, no, he turned down my interview. at some point. I believe he said it was because I was being two-faced.
Oh my god.
I shit you not. I believe that's the reason that he gave. I haven't thought about that in a long time, but yeah, there was a time where I was going to interview the Wern, but it fell through. It didn't end up working out.
I think the Wern probably also had the same types of feelings as Dapperton does, where like just because you can go after someone's political ideology or the things that they do and say wrong, like it doesn't mean that you're not going to treat them like a person. And they think that for some reason that if you disagree with fundamental points that they have, that means that you're automatically just like going to hate them and you're supposed to hate them.
Oh yeah, no, I think Wern's an idiot in the other political direction. Like, let's not get it twisted here. Like, I think Wern's fucking political ideas were stupid, but I would have had a civil conversation with him, even if I do think he's a weird dude. But I still would have had a civil conversation with him and, tried to accomplish at least something with the conversation. Fit says, talking to Wern on TGR was my first time on panel/stream. Memories. Wow, I remember that. Yeah.
Whoa.
Man, we got to go over that sometime. Maybe at some point I'll go and like clip that stream and we'll see. We'll see some of the memories from back in the day. I think that'd be fun. I did want to kind of dive into this because I feel an obligation to address this live and publicly, especially since, I mean, like I said, he wrote an entire fucking like not even multi-paragraph because there's no paragraphs in it. Like this is like the equivalent to like 5 paragraphs.
Essays are multiple pages normally, so what you said isn't true.
But honestly, yeah, but they generally break it up into paragraphs. Like,
yes, like what does he think an essay is? Just 5 pages of words unformatted? Like that does not make any sense.
Also, bro, this is a fucking reply to a YouTube fucking video. Why are you sending me an essay? You just admitted it was a fucking essay. I was using that to like make fun of what you were doing. Like, you do not need to send an entire goddamn essay to clarify your thoughts to me. And if you do need to do that, then you need to take some serious fucking classes and how to actually articulate yourself. Seriously. Oh shit, the coffee has caught up with me, Mango. All right, well, eventually we might need to take a break at some point. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna reply
That's
to a
fine.
little bit.
If we need to,
have an idea of where... I'm sorry, go ahead.
If we need to do like an intermission or something, like if you need to put on some break music and have us step away, that's fine.
Yeah, all right, I'll let you know if we have to do that. But you know what, though? I do want to show something. I want to show something off. A very brief aside. Because I told you I talked to Swagger for the first time in a while recently, right?
Yeah.
I was talking to him about some of the old intros that we had on Underhaven, and one specific segment intro that we have been trying to hunt down for a long time has been fully recovered, and I'm gonna show that off to you right here. Let's take a look real fast.
You've been deceived tonight. You've been lied to. The media has been brainwashing you week after week and month after month and day after day. No homos will ever be allowed on this church as long as I'm the pastor here. Never! Never!
Oh my god. I forgot about this intro.
Yeah. It's a classic, isn't it? Apparently, Swagta still has all these, too. Fucking amazing, isn't it? Might have to ask him for more at some point, honestly. Because I have fond memories of these segment intros, I'll be real with you. It's weird. It's weird having nostalgia for Underhaven at this point. Like, I really do have nostalgia for those early days of Underhaven. It's kind of strange, honestly, feeling
well,
that
I mean,
way.
Considering like how much the show has changed, like I can understand that because I'm sure that the guys from DP, they probably also have some nostalgia over like the old shit from the beginning. And
yeah, no, you're right.
You look at people like Dave. Dave probably also has some nostalgia towards like old shit that he used to do on his channel.
True, yeah. Look, it's his own fault. He lost the channel, but I do kind of feel bad that Warcorp 666 channel is no longer around because not only do I want to see like him telling a little girl that feminism's stupid, but also like just in general, it sucks because having all that shit that you were doing on YouTube for years just fucking suddenly vanishing one day. It's shitty to see, shitty to fucking see. Even if, like I said, Dave is probably one of the few examples of someone who like actually did fucking deserve it. Like, I guarantee you he was not following community guidelines. I don't know exactly what got him taken down, but I guarantee you, Dave, it was him saying something not kosher. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that he reached his strike 3 and they were like, we're done.
Yeah, I mean, some of the shit that Dave says, I would not give him the benefit of the doubt if I was a YouTube employee. So fair enough. What's up, Petty Patty? Nice to see you here. Does Swag to have homemade pork? I know he bangs hot older women. What? What's up? Watch the world burn. Nice to see you here. I've been around since fallish of 2019, and man, things have changed so much. Yeah, even just since 2019. Isn't that when we started Underhaven? I think.
Around then, yeah, I do believe so. Because like, I remember you started Underhaven when I took my 2-year hiatus from the internet. And just like disappeared.
Yeah, I remember that. There was like a time period where I was like, where the fuck's Mango?
Yeah, I just like completely disappeared for like 2 years, and then I suddenly popped back up and just like appeared in the Underhaven Discord.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, wow. I'm glad we have you back. I'm really very, very glad we have you back. Finn Curry says, I found TGR, then Unterhaven, and Black Eye TV, and Hannibal and Monty, Miss Parker, etc. The last 4 years have been wild. Yeah, a lot of fucking all good channels right there. I can't wait for fucking Hannibal and Monty to come back to making content regularly.
Oh, I am so ready for it, because like they were posting stuff over Thanksgiving of them cooking, and they were like, the channel changes are almost complete. Like, we'll be back soon. It's like, yes, it's about fucking time.
Hell yeah. I'm going to try and, when I do get the chance, I'm going to invite them back onto this show as well. Maybe you and I can have a conversation with them on here and review some of our normal fucking bullshit. I think that'd be a very fun time. We have not had those two on here in fucking absolutely ages at this point. It's honestly, it's been a pleasure, like, just being able to see them grow over time, because I was one of the very few people who checked them out before they had even like 200 subs. So it's been a very big pleasure seeing two talented motherfuckers build their way up. I really do wish that show the best. They do a great fucking show there. And yeah,
hell yeah, they do.
Hell yeah. There's a lot of people that I gotta start inviting back on the show. We will be having Nova on Unterhaven tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be a fun time.
I do believe that she is supposed to be there, because I know Lizard might not, as he is at drill this weekend.
Yeah, he's doing important shit. But yeah, we should have we'll have Nova here. I assume you'll be there, and Hyun should be there as well. So we will have a 4-person panel, ideally.
Mud might, pop in and, complain that we don't invite him anywhere.
Yeah. Mud's been a great addition to the show. An unexpected addition to the regular panel, but a very welcome one. He's a great guy. I love Mud.
Mud's also, fucking great.
He says some of the shit that the rest of us are unwilling to say, which is amazing.
Oh, Mud gives no fucks.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think I'm gonna invite him on the show? I love that fucking energy. It's fucking amazing.
All right, so do you need to answer the call of the wild?
Okay, look, man, you put me on the spot with this. Sometimes, like, the urge to take a shit goes away. Well, the urge to take a shit has gone away temporarily. I will take a shit when the shit needs to be taken, but until then, no shits will be taken or given.
That's fair. Just thought I would inquire before we get back into the video.
Thank you for checking in on the state of my bowels. I appreciate it. Fits like Anna.
What are friends for?
Yeah, I know. Fits like Anna go pee. Like, oh my god. Yeah, you're not getting creative enough. Yeah, go shit. Yeah, this is like the new go fish.
Go shit.
Yeah, go shit.
Thank you, Fit and Curvy, for the medical advice. Don't hold
All right,
shit.
fine. You
It's
know what?
bad for your body. Trust me, I work in shit.
Fine, I'll go take a shit. Okay, fine, I'll go take a shit. I'll be right back. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, let me get get the break music up. I'll get a. Can't believe I'm gonna say this. I'll get a good shitting song up. And,
Oh my god.
and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, I'll put you in back. We'll be back in a moment. Don't touch that dial, guys. We'll be back in like 3 shitting minutes. Oh shit! Wait, I should probably get the file up before I get us out. It's a shit show, everybody. It's a fucking shit show. All right, let's get the fucking Skyrim music up on here. Let's get the fucking Skyrim music up on here. All right, I'm putting myself in back now. I'll be back after my fucking shit. See you guys. Shit gods have been generous.
Oh, they've been generous?
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. I saved myself time and efficiency. There was no need for a wipe. All I had to do was wash my hands, and here I am. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
What? Too much information? Too much information? Whatever. All right. You know what? It's get it together. You mean get my shit together, right? Put it in a box and all that good shit.
Yeah, you gotta put it in a bag, wherever your shit goes.
Get it together. What's up, J. Troido? Hope you're doing well. Man, I had like 5 shit jokes while I was on the fucking can that I came up with, but I only like actually said one of them. This sucks. I can't remember the rest. There's that stoner brain for you. All right, well, let's continue on. We're only 3 minutes into this shit. This is gonna be, oh Jesus Christ, absurdly long if I don't fucking start making it efficient. Don't see beyond that. You put me in a box, label it bad, and don't even try to see what I say has any validity to it. That's not true. That's not true at all. Look, I knew someone was gonna say that. I do wipe. I wipe, okay? But sometimes you don't need to wipe. Sometimes you don't need to wipe. Okay, because I still took a piece of toilet paper, right? You always gotta make sure. You can never like.
Oh my god.
What? Look, sometimes you just gotta do the check with the toilet paper, and then you're pleasantly surprised. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, enough shit talk. Let's start talking shit on Mr. Dapperton instead. See, and that's why I wanted to respond to this so much, because that's the exact fucking opposite of what I do. I do not put people in a box. We can take a look at this. Some dipshit anarcho-capitalist that we talked to is Matt Jarvo. That's amazing. He made a dipshit anarcho-capitalist. I do not try and only look at people based on their label and nothing else. Mr. Dapperton, to me, you're a fucking human being with individual ideas, even if you don't always act like it all the time. You're a human being with your own individual ideas.
Okay, wait, pause.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you calling Dapperton a dipshit anarcho-capitalist does not mean that he isn't, like, still a human being or a person. And he's pretty much just trying to imply that, like, you're against him because...
Yeah, he thinks I hate him just because he's an ANCAP. And he thinks that my attack on his ideology is a personal attack on him, which is just absolutely absurd. That type of shit's a big reason why politics have gotten so volatile, because no one can hear criticism on their like political ideology without taking it personally, without seeing it as an attack on their character.
Because you can be a dipshit anarcho-capitalist, but you can still be like a nice person to everyone else otherwise. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I think his politics are stupid. He's always been nice to me whenever we've had a private conversation. But for some reason, whenever he does like public shit, like that comment, he's always being a dickhead to me. It's like he has to put up this fucking face. He's the one who's fucking two-faced at this point. He's a lot fucking more of a dick to me in public than he ever has been in DMs. There's also just the fact, Mr. Dapperton, that there's a bit of showmanship. You know, there's a bit of being an entertainer. Sometimes you're a little bit fucking spicier on stream than you would be in private conversation. That's just called being entertaining. That's all it fucking boils down to. Dipshit anarcho-capitalist. When you do something bad or good, it's not a point for or against libertarians. I don't look at you whenever I'm responding to one of your videos and I'm like, haha, look at this stupid. He's just so fucking stupid. Like, I might bring up the point that you're a libertarian and an ANCAP occasionally. Dipshit anarcho-capitalist, because, like, I just explained that. Like, how is that refuting what he said? Or, like, how is that, like, inconsistent, you know?
Well, because... You know, you said that you don't think he's stupid, which you don't. You think that his political ideology is stupid.
Yeah, no, I think his political beliefs are fucking stupid. I think he should be a
clip
lot
that
smarter
he
than
pulled, the clip that he pulled where you said stupid ANCAP. Like,
yeah, exactly. No, he doesn't understand the fucking difference. Like, it's not like I'm going out and like insulting his fucking personal character. It's like this really big misconception that he seems to have, that I hate him or some shit just because he's an ANCAP. No, I fucking hate the ideology that he espouses because I think it's ridiculously stupid, but I don't hate him. You know, I think that there's a chance anyone can move on from stupid ideologies. You know, I don't fucking think that, you know, unlike Dave, I don't think that someone should not be allowed to practice Islam just because there's some people who take the beliefs of Islam way too fucking far. Sure, there's fucking radical Islamists and shit like that, and they're fucking terrible most of the time. Some of the worst people on the fucking planet. But that doesn't mean that, like, everybody who adheres to this ideology is inherently a bad person, inherently a dumbass, inherently this, that, or the other. Like, there's a wide fucking variety of people who, you know, adhere to a wide variety of fucking ideologies. That's the point I'm trying to make here. You make a lot of fucking stupid arguments in favor of anarcho-capitalist. So yeah, you're a fucking dumbass ANCAP. But that doesn't mean that's all that has to define you as a human being, even if that seems to be like what you want to define yourself as. I still think there's more to you than that. I've seen that much based on our conversations. It just so happens that whenever you talk about it publicly, you're a lot different than you are when it's behind closed doors in conversation. People who aren't too familiar with you are going to want to know, like, just a little bit about yourself. But as for me, I don't put too much stock in political labels. I think anyone who knows me and watches me for any level of fucking time will tell you that I judge people as individuals. And the entire fucking point of what I'm trying to do here is try to get people to lean away from leaning on labels so much and only judging people based on labels. Dipshit anarcho-capitalist. That's complete and utter bullshit. What's up, Lady Lobotomy? Hope you're having a fantastic fucking afternoon. Hope you're all having a good afternoon. Why did he include that? I don't understand.
No, you were just saying hi to someone.
I'm such a dickhead, aren't I? Afternoon. I appreciate anyone who's on this a little bit of a journey with me, because it's fucking crazy. Anyway, he goes on to fucking say, honestly, it feels like you don't even know what libertarians believe, or even understand a point of, or even understand our point of view. I guess he meant to say that. That's a problem. And why you seem to hate on me so much? Maybe brush up on it. Okay, well, I mean, I guess you wanted me to reply, but you blocked me on Twitter, so I'm gonna reply here. Dude, the reason why I give you so much crap is because you're a content creator who puts your ideas out there on the internet.
No, I think it's because I disagree with you and it offends you. Like, it hurts you on a personal level that we disagree.
Why would it? Like, you're nothing to me. but like genuinely, like other than like a human being, yeah, you get that basic human decency and respect, which I offer any human being. But like you don't mean anything in particular to me beyond that, beyond just some dude who I have a back and forth with occasionally on the internet. Like it's nothing more than that. It doesn't fucking piss me off, that's for sure. Would I prefer that anarcho-capitalism didn't exist? Sure. The world would probably be better off if no one ever fucking came up with it. But at the same time, I support your right to practice your ideology and believe the way that you think. It doesn't piss me off. I'm going to talk about it and refute the stupid bullshit that you have to say, but it doesn't piss me off. You know what does piss me off? The fact that you're willing to talk shit like this and you won't actually have like a conversation with me. It doesn't even have to be live, dude. You know what? I'll have a conversation with you. As long and we can both record it. And as long as you allow me to have the full copy, I will let you fucking edit it. If it's really what it fucking takes to have a conversation with you. If you do not want to have a live conversation, we'll have a fucking conversation in a video. If that would make you more fucking comfortable, then the offer's out there. I'll say that much.
So you talk shit behind my back, but in DMs you're totally cool. Like even on the first
How's it
video
behind your
you made,
back?
It's in public.
Yeah.
That's the point I was just making. Like he's a public figure. Like he does YouTube content. Yeah.
You're literally putting this on YouTube. You're putting it in a public space. You are putting his name in the title of stuff or putting his name in the description so he can easily just search it up. Like that's not behind your back, dude.
And later in this video, he talks shit about the fact that I've talked about him multiple times. He tries to like cite it as being way more times than it is. But yeah, it's fucking clear every time that we talk about Mr. Dapperton. Almost every time we have, I put it in the title. And if not, like I said, it's in the description. You know what I mean? I don't fucking hide this. I never have, and I never will. And I've sent Mr. Dapperton plenty of our fucking segments that we've done on him directly.
You even admit that you're on decent terms with me. But in that very video, you're seen talking hot shit.
I'm actually on decent terms with Mr. Dapperton.
But then in the video, you proceed to call me fat, stupid, ugly, and everything you could possibly think of that would be pretty toxic. When I confront you why you're so venomous on live,
I don't remember calling him fat, stupid, and ugly.
Wait, why is it that you say that? Because you're trying to prove that he says or that Anna says these things. Why wouldn't you include a clip of it?
Yeah,
if Anna did call you fat, stupid, and ugly in that video, would you not have included it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was like thinking just there. Really, like I don't know why he didn't do that, because every other time that he's like brought up something, he's tried to show an exact example. Usually it just proves what he's trying to say more than anything else, but he at least provides an example of like why he thinks that way. But this time he didn't provide any at all. I wonder if that was just like part of the script, and then he realized maybe realized someone else said that, because I know that Swegta made some comments about his weight and shit like that during that segment, but I didn't make any. So it might have just been like he put that in the script, realized during editing that there wasn't actually any substance to that argument, and then he just, forgot to clip out the actual part where he talked about it. That's my suspicion right there. Because yeah, it doesn't make any logical sense.
When did Dapperton put this video out?
Quite a while. 1 year ago. January 22nd, 2022. Oh, almost 2 years ago? Yeah. This was before my this was right before I took my hiatus, I believe.
So how did Dapperton not realize that you're not Swegta?
Yeah. That's a good fucking point, isn't it?
The title of the video is Underhaven from Underhaven. The clips that Dapperton is using, the vast majority seem to include Swegta. Swegta is the one that would attack his personal character. How does Dapperton, this person?
Oh yeah, you're right. How the fuck? Yeah, you're right. How? Jesus Christ.
Dapperton, no offense, or maybe some offense, but right now you're looking mighty fucking stupid. Like, your political ideologies are stupid as shit. I will say that. But the fact that you confused Anna with Swegta after having made a video in which you address Anna specifically and you include clips that have a separate fucking person named Swegta. you're looking pretty fucking stupid right now.
I don't normally share any DMs or anything like that, but I feel like this is fairly harmless, and I've already talked about it a million times, so it's whatever. But he says right here, "Are you Swegta? What's your proof that you were the reason I left YouTube? You don't think it was the death threats? Get real. It has nothing to do with you." So yeah, like you made a perfect point. How the fuck does he think I'm Swegta? It says my name right here.
You're Underhaven, and then on that clip that he just showed, when he was saying that you went on to call him fat and stupid and all this other stuff, the Swegda avatar is a completely separate avatar from the Anna avatar, which is right beside us.
Oh my god, yeah, there's literally no excuse. There's literally no excuse. He made a fucking 40-minute video. Editing this shit together must have taken hours at that point. So yeah, you're right, 100%. Like, either he forgot and his memory is that goddamn short, or he's just being disingenuous on purpose. And I'm not sure which one to believe at this point, but I hope he's not fucking lying to his audience on purpose.
Considering that we have seen Dapperton be disingenuous on purpose, using videos that in the description say that they are AI altered to make points, and then excluding information when presenting shit to his audience, yeah, I'd say he's being disingenuous. That's just my personal belief.
Oh, by the way, I called him out on that Greta Thunberg video in DMs, right? And I actually got him to add to the fucking title that it was a parody. I think that he should have just taken the fucking video down, personally.
Yep.
But I fucking did get him to add it to the title. You know what his excuse was? And look, I'm perhaps willing to entertain the idea that he was being genuine here. He said that he put but you know what? Even if he was being genuine, I still have a massive criticism, and you'll understand in a moment. But he said that he included in the description that it was a parody that he was replying to. And when I checked the description, it was in there, but it was a YouTube short. And YouTube shorts do not, you have to fucking really finagle your way to find a description on a YouTube short. So
yes,
maybe he didn't know about that. Fair enough, until you realize the fact that should have always been in the title. It should have always been very clear from the fucking getaway that was not actually something that Greta Thunberg said. If you clarified that in the fucking title, then it wouldn't have even been a segment that we did. I would have just moved on and been like, okay, here's more of Mr. Dapperton's fucking comedy sketches. Like, you know, which personally I don't care to talk about on the fucking podcast, because there's not much substance for us to actually like dive into. Other than, you know, that's why we talk about his political shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the entire point I'm trying to...
I mean, you also have to remember that you've got to remember though that like his comment in your comment section on the last Underhaven was also very disingenuous, because it does not address the fact that you don't condone what happened to Dapperton, and Swegda not knowing the details of what was going on with Dapperton is just part of the equation. Swegda didn't know. Swegda's not taking credit for someone making those threats. Swegda didn't know that was going on. Like,
yeah, the whole segment was basically just me clarifying shit, and he got super fucking pissed off about it for no reason. I don't even know if you watched the segment, honestly, because I feel like I went so out of my way to say that whatever happened to him was bad that how could he possibly walk away from it thinking the shit that he did if he watched it?
That's why I think like maybe he did watch it and he's just being disingenuous.
Also, he makes jokes about people's appearances all the fucking time, so I don't care. I don't get why he's so fucking upset about like Swegta insulting his weight. He literally made a video that we were replying to during that first segment, where he was like, "This chick's eyes are too far spread apart." It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I feel like that's an even more fucked up thing to say than calling someone fat, because like at least calling someone fat's like a super generic fucking insult. Like, there's not really much to it, but like actually going out of your way to make fun of someone's like specific like physical feature just feels like a little bit more spiteful. Maybe that's just me, but
yeah, I mean I feel that way too, because there's a lot of things that a lot of people can change. Like, you can change your haircut. For some people, it's easy and okay to change your weight. Some people aren't as lucky and they cannot change that. But Some people are lucky. So if you poke it, wait, like, do it with the understanding that some people can't, like, change
Yeah, I'm trying
that,
to
you
move
know?
away from that personally. You know, I've been
But
trying to make different types of insults towards people, like on their character.
yeah. But when it comes to, like, the way their face looks, they can't fucking change that. That's not something they can just hit the gym and alter.
Almost unchangeable, other than, like, you know, operations and shit like that, cosmetic surgery.
Like, my whole thing is, if you're gonna make fun of my teeth, if you're gonna make fun of my face, are you gonna pay to fix it?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And you know that fucking Mr. Dapperton doesn't believe in even, like, basic fucking healthcare, so you know he wouldn't support that shit or pay for it. So
No, of course not.
of course, no. No, we can't even get people their medication at a reasonable price. So you know, why include that? Why?
Extremely talking about me, but so nice in DMs. You say this.
Oh, speaking of that, if anyone can help out, I know we don't have a ton of people watching right now, but if you guys can help out Mango, it'd mean a whole fucking lot. You guys know that we don't ask unless it's important shit, and it legitimately is important life-saving shit. So if you can help out, much appreciated. Anyway, so yeah, this is some of my DMs with Dapperton right here. I find it funny he felt the need to include this one right here. Oh shit, I'm hiding it right now. All right, see this? It's just me saying happy birthday to him, and then he says thanks. Why was that evidence? How is this evidence towards anything? It was just me trying to. I noticed it was his birthday, and I wished him a happy birthday. Like, what the fuck?
Oh no! See, because you're two-faced. You're nice enough to say happy birthday, but then you call him a stupid ANCAP.
I'd wish Dave a happy birthday. I'd wish most people a happy birthday, honestly. Like, and you know what? Even if I wouldn't wish some people a happy birthday, even the people who I wouldn't wish a happy birthday, I genuinely will not fuck with them on their birthday unless they're Von Helton, because that's Grampy Lobster Day. It's better than coat hangers, folks. All right, let's continue.
Dude, I don't hate you, you say. Why do you think I'm understanding about things like you not wanting to live stream? I stated it in the stream several times. I think you're a good dude. I think your politics are just whack. Okay, so you admit that you think I'm a good dude. You're nice to me in DMs, but as soon as you get on a live stream with your friends, you start talking hot garbage, calling me fat, ugly, stupid, you name it. Not attacks on my ideology.
Provide the evidence of me saying that once. Oh shit, what's up, Mud? Welcome aboard, Mud. Nice to have you here.
Well, I finally got enough housework done that I can sit down and fuck around doing this.
Hell yeah, welcome aboard.
Specifically, always, but those two, but attacks on me personally. Can't you see why one would be upset? And I'm going to show the footage, by the way. It's later on in the video. But your attacks get pretty personal. So I call out.
Why is it later on in the video? Why isn't it here when you're trying to make the point now? Shouldn't you have showed this earlier and then just, like, reference it later? Why is it so backwards? Are you just trying to, like, bank on the fact that some people won't get to that part of the video and will just believe you? A lot of people in your audience did. Well, I'm sorry, not a lot of people. A few people in your minimal audience did believe what you said about me with no you know, skepticism at all, because they heard it from the horse's mouth. And that's why I felt it was understandable for you want to take down this video, because, you know, you might have made a bad impression upon me to multiple people, but I even told him I don't give a shit. If those people have any issues with me, they can come talk to me at some point. But still, he has this issue that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Doesn't have any logical fucking reasoning behind it. I feel like he's just pissed off because I am slightly nice to him, and he doesn't like that. He likes things to be black and white. He wants to have an enemy. He doesn't want to have someone who's on decent or neutral terms with him. It's fucking ridiculous.
The fact that you're being two-faced, and you say it's the risk with putting yourself in the marketplace of ideas, especially when you're in favor of an ideology that's towards one of the edges of the political compass. But that, like I said,
like
I know you're a good dude, so I hope.
Yeah, exactly. One of the most fucking fringe political ideologies there is out there. Like, you can't get much more extremist than literally saying there should be no government. I'm sorry, but it's about as fucking extreme as it gets.
More others can focus on your ideas and not take personal jabs. coming from a guy whose whole panel calls me fat, stupid, and ugly, and then insults my.
See that, Mango? Now it's not me who did it. It's the panel who did it. The goalpost has been shifted. Fucking amazing.
Well, consider the people you put on your panels. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look who I've got on right now. I mean, fuck.
Ideology on top of that. And then the other day called me a dipshit. So you basically apologize for this. And then what do? The next 4 times you get out of DMs with me, you do the same thing. And you do it on a live stream in front of your entire audience and all your friends. If that's not
so in public? Not behind your back? Not behind your face? Weird how that works. Really weird how that works.
Backstabbing, two-faced jerk, then I don't know what is.
That's really all it fucking boils down to. And just like with Lord of Patriarchy, I'm looking for people who are willing to, accept criticism and have these back and forths. Because you know what?
Call me stupid, fat, and a dipshit isn't criticisms, bro.
What about my beautiful point I was about to make, Mr. Dapperton? This whole idea that every time that someone disagrees on YouTube, it has to result in some type of YouTube drama where people are getting doxxed and going into their personal lives. I'm not saying that you fucking are implying that, but it seems like you might be coming from the school of thought where that is. Look, dude, just because I talk about you, just because I criticize one of your videos, why not just make a video in return criticizing me and calling me out? If you think that you have a video's worth of content, which clearly you do based on the fact that you sent this massive fucking paragraph.
Now it's a paragraph? I thought it was an essay.
If you have a video's worth of content that you can reply to me, then actually make a video and reply to me. Yeah, me calling that a paragraph was one of the most generous things I've ever said in my entire goddamn life. We saw that thing. It had no structure to it. It was just you talking off the dome with nothing to actually say of any substance. You would have been better off not even sending me a goddamn message. It would have conveyed the exact same fucking amount of information to me.
Okay, I'm doing that right now.
Because, dude, and look, I brought this up 1,000 fucking times, so I'm not going to go into detail again, but I wanted to set up a stream with you. You explained to me why you don't want to do a live stream, and I completely understand, dude. That's not everyone wants to do not everyone wants to do a stream. Not everyone's capable of doing that type of thing. Some people don't do that format, but you know what you are capable of doing? You could reply to my fucking videos. Clearly, you are a video maker.
Okay, this message is the reason why I'm making the video that you're seeing right now. But I guarantee when in his reply, in his next live stream, he's going to say that I'm being obsessive, even though he asked me to make this fucking video. And the fact that he made 5 videos on me, and this is my only video I've ever made on him. Yeah.
I did not specifically ask you to make this video. I asked you if you were going to actually have all these grievances with me, that you might as well talk about it in a video instead. That was the point I was trying to make. I would prefer that you not have these ridiculously stupid grievances with me. And I'd prefer you talk to me about it. I'd prefer we have a conversation, an open-minded conversation about it. But you weren't interested in doing that shit. It seems to be very rarely something that you're interested in doing. You are content to erect some straw men and talk with that instead of me.
Yeah, he's still going to claim that. I guarantee it.
You make videos. You talk about topics all the fucking time, which are way more serious than just, oh, hey, some dude criticized me a little bit on his live stream.
I'm not mad that you criticized my ideology. I'm mad that you fucking criticized me personally. Called me stupid, dipshit.
Oh, no. Dipshit ANCAP just means that you're a dipshit ANCAP. Your ANCAPness makes you a dipshit.
Yeah. Your
It's the
political
ANCAP.
ideology is what's stupid. Fuck.
Shit like that, dude. What the fuck? It's like you're all nice to me in DMs, but then as soon as you get into a live stream, you call me a dipshit and stupid. You just did it the other day after we've talked about this multiple times, how you're being two-faced, and you still continue to do it. For example, I say to you, every video you've ever made on me, you spit red hot venom. And then you scroll down a little bit. You say, if
that makes me look way fucking cooler than I actually am. I do not spit red hot venom. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Jesus Christ, what a goddamn baby. I have not gone that fucking far. If you think that I'm going too far, I would hate to see what you think about some of your other critics. TJ is not going to coddle you in the way I do.
If it would make you feel better, I can let people know that in my next stream that there's no beef and that I simply disagree with you on politics. I felt I made it clear, but I'm fine with clarifying. So if you have no beef with me, then why insult me personally every time you get on a stream, dude?
I don't know why this gets you so up in arms. Like, did you think that we were like best friends or something? Like, that's what this really does like read like a breakup message. Did you think that we were like the best of fucking friends or something?
No, just don't come in my DMs, wish me a happy birthday, tell me that I'm a good dude and that you're sorry for talking shit, and then go on a live stream and then talk shit. My issue, the reason why I sent that long message.
I didn't apologize for talking shit. I said, I think you're a decent dude. I think your politics are stupid. It says it right there in the goddamn DMs. Are you that illiterate?
Message to you. It was just because I blocked you, because I was going to block you, and I did block you. And I wanted to give you a reason and clarification why I did block you, because I'm not a jerk. That's all. But you're sitting here making this huge video again on me. This is like the 5th video on me you made. This is my first video on you that I made. If anybody's obsessed here, it's you with me. Like, you literally won't shut up about me. 5 videos in a row on me before I make one on you. Come on, man. That's crazy.
They were not videos in a row. I've probably talked about you by the time you made this video. Yeah, probably about 5 times on the Underhaven channel, but those were very spread out, like throughout a handful of months at least. Like,
not only that, but like you also include other things within the videos. You're not purely talking about only Dapperton.
Yeah, it's not the Mr. Dapperton show, and it never fucking has been. He's not even the main person that we talk about. If you want to make an argument about someone that we talk about maybe too much, talk about Vaughn. Talk about Dave. Maybe there's an argument to be made there. But I'm certainly not goddamn obsessed with Mr. Dapperton of all people. He's not that interesting. I'd love if he was, but he's not.
Crazy. But now you have the audacity to say that I'm obsessed with you? No. You're just a two-faced jerk, and I wanted you to know why I blocked you. I did that because I am a decent guy. If you summed up all the videos that you made up on me, it makes hours upon hours and upon hours of video. And yes, you may.
I guarantee you would sum up to like 1 podcast. Like maybe 2 podcasts at this point. Because yeah, it's been a while. It's been a couple years since this happened. It'd probably fill up like a podcast. Like it's not that much. Really, you're your 1 segment that we talk about occasionally on the show. It's really not even like a core backbone of our content to talk about Mr. Dapperton. If we never talked about Mr. Dapperton again, our viewers wouldn't fucking care.
There was so long that you went without talking about Dapperton. Like, what?
There was so long that I went without goddamn streaming, and he still thinks I'm obsessed. Like, this was before my big hiatus, but he's still trying to make the same type of argumentation even now that I'm obsessed with him, when I'm not. It's like, we've talked about him like maybe a few times post-reboot, but it's not that much, not compared to the other people we talk about. And we talk about people because they're fucking interesting to talk about and riff on. It's a fun time. It's literally just a show for fun. That's all it is. I want to entertain people and start some interesting conversations. That's about what it boils down to.
May make the point that this video that I'm making right now is pretty long. Yeah, it's pretty long because I'm responding to all the videos that you made on me. Even the stuff criticizing anarcho-capitalism. Videos that I believe to be really rude and personal attacks and completely uncharitable to my ideology and my beliefs.
Because you know what? Like, here's my opinion. I think Mr. Dapperton's really politically dense, but I think that he's an all right dude. Like, he'll talk to me. Like, that's huge for me. As someone who's willing to like have a conversation with someone who has like a radically different like political belief set. Like, that's a big up and plus for me. Like when it comes to any person. So like that's what I was interested in, Mr. Dapperton. I was interested in having a conversation. And you know what? We can give each other a little bit of fucking shit. We can riff on each other a little bit. We're not calling each other fucking this word and that word.
Dude, you call me a dipshit and you call me stupid. And then not just that, later you call me.
I was trying to make the point of like, we're not calling each other anything like criminal or anything like that. It's not like this is some type of internet beef that's reached to the point of like, we're making all these hyperbolic statements about each other. Like, look, calling someone fucking stupid is not that ridiculous. It's a childish little insult. It's simple. I don't know how you could get that goddamn offended by it. Really, I don't. That's why I kept saying in this video, in the original video that he's responding to, that felt like a breakup because he felt really fucking soured by this.
Call me fat and ugly, which I'm going to prove in a couple minutes.
A bunch of these fucking extreme fucking things. I don't think I called you anything that was like a serious accusation. I might have called you fucking stupid, we can riff on each other a little bit. We're not calling each other fucking this word and that word. What's that fucking? How is that contradictory with what I fucking said? Like, maybe I didn't word it the best way I could have, but I did clarify my fucking position afterwards. We aren't calling each other any extreme bullshit. Like, there's no reason to fucking hate me this much. I might have called you fucking stupid.
So you were insulting me, and this is all a lie.
Like, because I thought you had a really stupid perspective on this whole insurrection thing, and I do. I'm not gonna fucking lie about that shit. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna have like this faux persona that I have on streams and like what I actually believe behind the scenes. I try to keep that, even though I have this like this cute little elf character and all that shit. I try to keep my actual opinions as real to myself as I could possibly fucking be. Because I think that like aesthetics about a channel are one thing. Like, I don't think anyone would tune in just to see my fucking face.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, you do.
Well, I'd love to see how that clip is relevant. I guess we'll see.
Do make personal attacks all the time. I've proven that already, and I will continue to prove that throughout the video. The fact that you said that you don't make personal attacks, then later admitting it seconds later, is hilarious to me.
But you guys tune in to see my opinions, though. And that's good enough for me. I don't know. It really throws me through a loop. I guess we can continue. By the way, we got like 7 beautiful people watching right now. I appreciate that. I'm always surprised to see people hopping on here for midday streams. I appreciate every single one of you. You're awesome.
Now we're going to go through some of the videos that he made on me.
I'm such a massive dickhead, aren't I, Mango? Like,
You
Mr.
are.
Dapperton has done a great job displaying my dickery here, I gotta say. Fucking hell, man.
In order. And remember, he called himself charitable and nice, and he doesn't say mean words or anything like that. Let's see if that's true.
I'm actually on decent terms with Mr. Dapperton, but
All he is compared to the
It looks fucking tiny from this.
yeah, it looks like a manlet, dude.
Probably if he has these fucking.
Oh no, I said that you look like a manlet in animation. I said that your fucking character looks like a manlet. I didn't say anything about you personally. It was nothing to do with you. I was making fun of your edgy ass intro, which everyone's made fun of. You don't even use it anymore. You must know it's cringe. Come on, dude. Come on. Seriously? Stop fucking lying to yourself and me. I don't know which one's worse.
Blubbergumptious in this frame.
He was skinny as shit in his animation.
Well,
Yeah, this is him in
it's like-
live action, dude.
to be fair, a lot of people animate
Here's what
themselves
fucking
differently.
happened. Like, okay, so he thought to himself, like, I'm gonna have this okay boomer response video, and I'm gonna put on the suit. I'm gonna have like all the gadgets and shit, and to hide the fucking fat rolls, it's like I gotta get like a loose jacket, but it just ends up looking like a kid dressing up in his dad's fucking suit. Like we.
I just realized something too. Is like he's completely fucking covered up in this video. Like Swegta is just like making jokes about what he supposes Mr. Dapperton looks like. Like we don't actually have anything to really like go off of. Like I do know what Mr. Dapperton looks like because he's since like uploaded videos, without the fucking costume and everything. But at this time, we didn't know what Mr. Dapperton looked like. Swegta was just like, yeah, this guy's in a fucking costume. He's probably fat. Or like, you know what I mean? It was just like. It was just a bunch of fucking, honestly, pretty fucking harmless. I could see if, like, we had Mr. Dapperton's actual face up here from one of his videos where he actually shows it, and we're like, man, look at this guy's ugly fucking face. His eyes are too spread apart. And by the way, that's only something Mr. Dapperton said. We've never said anything like that. What it boils down to is just, like, I don't understand why he got so offended by this shit when he puts on this persona of a YouTube edgelord. When he can, like, dish it out, but he can't take it. Fucking ridiculous. It's fucking terrible. And put some lobster in
I know what the outline of your body would look like. So, I mean, like, just based on that, I know that, you're not. I mean, come on, beggars can't be choosers, man. Like, I just got to level with you. You're like, maybe, if you're lucky, you're like a 3 or some shit like that. I mean, like, the eyes, I don't have to look into if I'm fucking it, but, like, the fucking fleshy, flabby parts of that is your body. I mean,
Jesus
I'll just
Christ.
take the eyes.
He's fucking going at it, dude.
I think
Oh my
Swag
God,
is too
dude.
high, yo. I think this is why Swag.
Dude, Fucking get laid easy on Mr. Dapperton, man. Jesus. Fucking... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoa, boy. Wait a minute. He literally included in the clip. You should have cut that out to save your narrative, Mr. Dapperton. You literally included in the clip where I was being like, all right, Swag, maybe that's a little bit too fucking far. If anything, that shows that in the moment, even I realized, hey, look, maybe a little bit too much. And Swag has since realized, hey, maybe a little bit too much. It's like, oh, man, just have a conversation with us. Just talk with us. Like, it's that fucking simple. All you have to do. Fucking hell, man. Right, it's just,
I'm just offering him some sage advice.
Yeah, dude.
He's already
Sage
dead, dude.
advice.
He's already fucking dead, man. Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, it enforces some self-confidence in me, because I'm like, well, I'm not that fucking fat.
I was like 5 times more annoying back then. Jesus goddamn Christ. I'm glad I'm different. Anyway, so yeah, did you notice that, by the way? It like briefly flicked to Mr. Dapperton and then it was good.
It enforces some self-confidence in me, because I'm like, well, I'm not that fucking fat.
I'm actually on. Did you see that? He was there for like 1 second and then he popped away. Did he like cut what he was originally going to say during that segment? Did he have a response and they didn't? What the fuck happened here?
Just some self-confidence in me, because I'm like, well, I'm not that fucking fat.
I'm actually on. He was up for like 1 second, dude. Was that supposed to be like him like absorbing it? Like, oh wow, look what he said tonight. That's not.
Oh man, look at what Swag just said.
Proving that he's drawn skinny.
Exactly, yeah. Honestly, looking back at this, I feel like it was made out to be a lot worse than it actually is. Like, sure, it's an obnoxious little fucking segment that we did back in the day. We could have done a better job with it. But at the same goddamn time, it was not that goddamn offensive. It really fucking wasn't. At least not in my opinion. Especially since we're just making fun of a dude in a costume. Like, we're not doing what Mr. Dapperton does, which is constantly fucking making fun of people's appearances. So I don't know why he thinks that he's in the right to fucking make fun of other people for doing so. Especially when we didn't do it nearly as extreme as he did. If anything, it looks like a hypocrite. Decent terms with Mr. Dapperton, but I can't deny that the fucking 2 videos that I showed you today are absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I cannot wait to see whatever the hell this is.
Yeah, I think you're gonna find it quite fucking amusing because it's literally one of the worst animated things I've ever seen on all of YouTube, and that's not an exaggeration. That's not me just playing it up for the show. It is actually one of.
Annie, you don't want to be too mean. You don't want to get in trouble for bullying. Also, that what the fuck is that like astronaut skeleton thing even sitting on?
Nothing.
Is he sitting on the gun?
Okay, well, here's what fucking happened. This character was commissioned to be, like, in an outer space setting, but they weren't, like, actually willing to cough up the money to get him, like, standing up.
Put him on a chair.
I know, right? Like, and that's what they did in another video, but in this one, Mr. Dapperton was just like, nah, he'll look fine just floating there.
Yeah, just propped up on the barrel of a... It almost looks like the gun in his
is shoved
holster.
up his ass.
So wait, why did she...
Why'd he cut it off there? Why did he fucking cut it off there? Was that really that offensive a joke?
He float everywhere.
What do you mean?
Dude, he is floating. His feet aren't on the ground, but he's not falling.
Well, that's because he's an astronaut. There's no gravity in space.
Yeah, but he's not in space now. So shouldn't he be falling? And he even fell off that plank on the pirate ship.
Oh, you're right. I guess I got so...
Oh my god, Mango. He's literally trying to debunk our joke.
Oh my god.
He's like, no, we talked about it in the video. We already addressed it in the video. It's fine. It's like, oh my god. My point, the point we were trying to make when we were going over that video with Asterios was that the entire thing is cringe by concept. Trying to make this pseudo animation just based entirely around anarcho-capitalists and their ideology is going to be cringe no matter what. No matter what, it's never going to be something that's not going to be fucking cringy. I could say the same thing if this was done by a bunch of fucking ancoms or a bunch of, like, tankies or whatever the fuck. It's not something exclusive to anarcho-capitalists, but no.
I'm used to seeing him in space. I never thought there was anything wrong with it. I'll ask him.
Daps, don't.
What? Why not?
Haven't you ever seen those Roadrunner cartoons? The coyote never falls off until he realizes there's nothing holding him up.
What was that, guys?
Nothing. What were you doing?
The three of these people are anarcho-capitalists. You'd imagine that Ancapistan, which is like an anarcho-capitalist country, would look amazing, right? It'd be everything that they'd want and imagine, like, you know, basically their ideal society. Because this is the ideology that they're espousing right now.
Yeah, corporations getting to run rampant and do whatever the fuck they want.
But just skip ahead a little bit. We'll see a frame where they show off Ancapistan.
Government, can I go?
I want to go to KFC.
Oh, wait.
KFC.
Are they? But only.
Are they moving a little bit?
Wait.
There it
why
is.
isn't there roads?
So voluntary transactions. No.
There it is, Ancapistan. He gets really pissed off because apparently this was supposed to be the joke, is that it sucks. And later they go to see the real Ancapistan, which is actually like a fucking paradise.
No, this seems more accurate.
Yeah, this seems more accurate to me too. But
Yeah, you know, pretty much any ideology is perfect on paper. The thing I love about people like, you know, like what's his name here, Mr. Dapperton, you know, the true believers in this shit are always, without exception, the first ones to be devoured by the system that they so desperately wanted if it ever comes into power.
yeah, I mean,
you've seen it time and time again. It always happens. I mean, the true believers, the early adopters, the ones who are really into it and help bring about the revolution, they get their asses lined up against a wall within about 3 years.
yeah, a lot of the times that actually, and look, anarcho-capitalism is just like such a far off in the weeds ideology that that'll never happen because it'll never take place in any society ever, because it's kind of like inherently against societary structure. I know Mr. Dapperton would probably disagree with that, but like, in my opinion, anarcho-capitalism is against our very human nature. You'll never have it. What the fuck? ANCAPs don't know how to be entertaining. They can't even. This is basically like an overglorified slideshow. I don't think you'll actually see much of the animation here, but yeah, this is basically a glorified slideshow. That's Ancapistan, a shithole. Like, what kind of statement are they trying to make here that their ideology would lead to this type of society? Because honestly, I would agree.
It's funny. He always claims to be charitable, right? That's what he was arguing earlier, but he's not charitable at all. He right here is saying that.
What? Because I think anarcho-capitalism couldn't fucking happen? Well, guess what? I don't think fucking Santa's real either. If you don't believe in him, then if you do believe in him, then too fucking bad. You know? It's not a fucking slight against you. Just because I don't believe that something's possible or exists or whatever the fuck doesn't mean like you should take it seriously if you feel otherwise. You should not take it personally, I should say. It's ridiculous. God damn it.
I wonder how much money he's spent over the years building his driveway and maintaining the road from his driveway to where he wants to go.
Oh, well, no, his argument for that shit is that businesses would take care of it because you got to have a road to get to the business, right? So the businesses will take care of it.
No, they'll take care of the road right in front of their shop. Fuck the guy 4 blocks away. They ain't going to pay for him. And of course, when you have to wade through knee-deep mud to get to your shop from the next, it ain't going to happen.
I'm sure it would be great if there was all these like little slices of road just interspliced between each other without any consistency. That'd be great, right?
Yeah, I mean, and it's great for commerce. It makes transportation and all that sort of thing so much easier.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Look, if you think we have shitty roads in this country, I guarantee you that less fucking investment of the government into that shit is not going to make it any better. It'll make it worse, if anything.
An anarcho-capitalist society, in our opinion, would look like shit. But it's not. That's not true. He said he watched the episode before airing it on live stream, and he should know that wasn't the real Ancapistan. The real Ancapistan is shown later. But he's misleading everybody in his live stream right now to believe that we're saying Ancapistan would suck. And then he makes the claim later that he's charitable. No, he's not charitable at all. He tries to mislead his audience into believing something that isn't true on purpose to condemn people he doesn't like.
Wait, are they anti-ANCAP now? Or
No. All right, I'm going to make a timestamp for this. I was not expecting us to be at this for this long. But I'm gonna make a timestamp of this, and we will continue this another time. Just because like I do gotta get shit ready for Underhaven. I want to have a bit of a break before we actually dive in the show proper. So I'm gonna wrap it up here.
That's fair.
Thank you to my lovely panelists. Before we wrap this up, if anyone can help out Mango. Oh shit, am I like? What's going on here? All right, yeah, there was like an endless loop. What the fuck? All right, yeah, I don't know what the fuck was happening there. But yeah, no, check out these links and help out Mango. Help get her kiddos some life-saving medication. It's literally life-saving. So about as important as it gets. We wouldn't ask you guys for help. It wasn't. Yeah, drop a like on this video. We'll dive into the rest of this shit. I feel like I talked about most of what I need to talk about. I will send the timestamp for the earliest segment to Mr. Dapperton and get his feedback. And based on what Mr. Dapperton says, we can talk about that in the part 2 of this. So yeah, that sounds actually pretty good. Check out Underhaven.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Help out this lovely lady and her kiddo if you can. Thank you to both Mango and Mud for joining in. Much appreciate you guys. And we'll be live tonight with Underhaven. You're welcome to join in on that too if you want, Mud. We're gonna be having Nova on, so it should be quite the show.
Okay.
All right, hell yeah. All right.
Nova's fun to pick on.
Yeah.
Not as much fun as Jules. Jules is the most fun to pick on because she complains when I bully her, and that makes it so much better.
Hell yeah. No, that's another person I gotta invite on sometime. We'll have to invite them on sometime as well. Hell yeah, get Jules on there. But oh shit! What am I gonna say before? Well, Elizabeth's not gonna be on the show tonight, so we need something to remember him by.
That fork hit me in the penis.
He might be on the show tonight, but in case he's not, then that's our listener for the evening. All right. I think that's a show. All right, check out the actual proper show tonight, everybody. Take it easy, and thanks for listening.
Later.
Catch y'all later.